Hello guys and welcome to this tutorial on Databox. If you're looking for a way to centralize your business data, create stunning dashboards, and make smart decisions, Databox might be just the tool for you. It's a powerful analytics platform designed for growing businesses, especially marketing, sales, and customer support. In this 6 minute tutorial, I'll walk you through getting started, showcase its key features with a real-world example, and just wrap up the pros and cons of Databox. Let's jump in. To get started, just come to databox.com and just click on the button try for free. After that, you're going to get a demo of 14 days completely for free and you're going to have access to all of the features as you can see here. Now, Databox is actually going to ask you to set the type of business that you have in terms of your employees and things like that. Once you are logged in, you will land on the Databox dashboard, which is your hub for connecting data, creating dashboards, and tracking performance. Now, first thing is first, we need to connect our data sources. For that, I want you to come to the left panel here, and I want you to go to the data manager here. Databox integrates with over 80 tools, such as Google Analytics, HubSpot, Facebook Ads, and more. You just have to go on new data source and you have to, import basically your preferred data channel. In this case, as you can see here, I have my YouTube channel, which is like a test channel, and I'm going to be able to see the metrics from this channel. Whenever you're trying to add a new source, you can categorize this by a certain filter, by the category that they are in, for example, or you can just search for them and see if Databox actually has them, okay? Now, also keep in mind that you have these things to the right here. You have like the Google Sheets, your Excels, and things like that. Now it's time to create our first dashboards, which Databox call a data board. I want you to go to this section here, which is basically the data board section. Just click on it. And now we have two different choices. We can either use a template or we can use wizard. Now templates are basically made by other users and the use wizard function is like an AI function that is going to generate a dashboard based on certain metrics. Okay, so let's actually try that. Let's select the wizard tool. Let's go to YouTube, which is our main channel. We're going to go to continue. And then we're going to select the metrics that we want to appear in this dashboard. In my case, are going to be the 6 metrics. We're going to click on continue and we're going to select our data source, which is my YouTube channel. And then after a few seconds, the AI is going to generate this data board here. Now, we can actually edit it by clicking onto this button here. Now, several things to keep in mind here is the fact that you can change from a desktop view to a mobile view by clicking on this slider here. You can also modify the color by clicking on this drop here and also clicking on visual, and you can change the theme and the color and the background image and the logo too. Now, let's say that you want to add a new metric. You can always click here, of course, and you can select the metric that you want to add. And if you want to delete one of these metrics, you can just click on it and you can press delete on your keyboard. Okay, and it's going to ask you for confirmation, but yeah. Now, let's say that you want to use AI to populate this thing here, this space. You can click on this button that says complete with AI. And as you can see here, we have a new metric, which is the subscribers lost. Now, let's say that you, for example, want to change the kind of data that is displayed here or the way that is displayed here. You can just click on it, on this chart, and you can change the type of chart, okay? You can change it to a number line, to a line chart, to a pie bar, things like that. Okay, this is of course going to be dependent on the kind of metric that you're looking at. For example, for this kind of pie here, for this kind of metric here, for the subscriber gain, it doesn't make much sense to use like a pie chart. It would make more sense to use like a line chart or like a bar chart. But yeah, now a couple of things that I want to show you here is basically that you can filter this data by date, basically by clicking onto this button here, and you can select the date range. That's good. Now, by pressing on this button here, you can actually sync in your data because of course your data is going to change with time. And you can basically set a custom synchronization, okay, in order for Databox to know how often do you want to synchronize this data here. You can also just change the name of the data board to something else. So let's say YouTube metrics, for example. And always remember that you can actually watch this in a bigger size by clicking on basically full screen view here. And it's going to take you to this URL, which is like a new page. And you can see this much better. Now, whenever you're ready, you can just send this to a certain email or as a shareable link. Okay, and you can make this, for example, public. Or you can make this, private with all the users having access to this data board here. Okay, so you have different options of sending this data board to people that you might want to show it to. Now, something that I like about Databox is the fact that you can create reports, for example, for setting data. So we can just come to the report section, click on new report, and then And then we can just add a title here, and we can ask to make an AI summary of a certain metric that we want to make a report on. So for example, if we click on this button here, we can click on AI performance summary. We can select our metric, for example, comments, and we can add to report. And after a few seconds, it's going to take us, it's going to give us a text about the comments in our YouTube channel. You can also do the same with forecasts. You can predict when a certain metric is going to reach a certain value by clicking on this forecast menu here, and you can click on view forecast and you can select the metrics, which I'm not going to do. And one of the most important features, in my opinion, is that you can enable notifications, okay, when metrics actually reach like a certain value by clicking on basically alerts, okay, and also schedule snapshots and scorecards, which are basically summaries of your metrics. To make a quick summary, I think the pros of Databox is that it's very easy to use, it's very visual, it has a lot of different integrations with many channels. You have real-time data that you can sync as often as you want, basically, and you have also advanced features. The cons, in my opinion, is that it can be expensive for larger teams or business with many more data sources, because it starts at $47 a month. And also the free plan has a lot of limitations. So I guess that is the only disadvantage of Databox, the price really. Okay? Thank you so much.